Hello everyone. I welcome you to my YouTube channel once again to this wonderful session. My name is, of course, you know me. I'm Bill Kleman, your mentor and your tutor, and I'm just here to just highlight on some of the few things that a student is supposed to do as they prepare for their exams. Okay, so usually many people ask me questions like, how do you prepare adequately for your exams? Like if you have only a few remaining days to your exams or maybe months, how do you go about your studies so that you become very effective and at least you become ready for your exams and you are capable of writing something in there. Okay, preparing for an exam, guys, I know it's quite tricky, but I guess it's one of the most interesting sessions that one would ever have. Imagine yourself, you really know that what you're doing is, taking you to that location, of course, where you've always dreamt of. You want to become a medical doctor, you want to become an engineer, you want to become, I don't know, but then you are in the school of natural sciences. So already if you pass your exams, you clear your exams with at least good points or let's say good results, of course, you've already made it to the school that you so much desire, the school of your dream. So in this tutorial, this session, I will be highlighting on some of the few things that you are supposed to know as you prepare for your exams. So with me here, I have 6 steps to prepare your exams. Okay, step number 1, you will have to know yourself. Okay, you have to know yourself. So what do I mean? Basically, usually many people are very, they're so afraid. They don't really know why they are afraid of the exam, but they just find themselves afraid. Okay, fear of unknown. You just because you've never written an exam before, so you feel shaken. You just you look at your what's his educational background. You've been a person that has been failing all this while. You've never gotten a very good mark that impresses you. So you feel it will be hectic even on that day. But then you have to understand that there is a difference between a test and an exam. Okay, so a test is just there to see if you understood the topic. An exam is simply to examine you, the entire thing. Of course, you can do well in your exams, you don't have to worry. So knowing yourself removes that fear for the exam. Because when you get to know who you are, you get to know your strength, you get to know much more about yourself, you discover that the fear of unknown is the first thing to be terminated from your life. So it becomes very easy if you get to discover much more about yourself instead of discovering more about your problems. So know who you are. Okay? Step number 2, you have to solve your tests, you have to redo your tests, you have to solve your tutorial sheets. So usually what you guys are given, you are given tutorial sheets, you are given tests. So make sure that you go through your tests. Make sure that you go through your tutorial sheets. Usually in many universities, whichever university you are at, you are given tutorial sheets to test your minds, and usually most exams usually come from the tutorial sheets. So already you have an idea where questions concerning that exam are going to come from. So it is very important that you solve your tutorial sheets. Very important that you do your tests, you go through your tests, you revise through. If you have a question, you ask from your mentor or you ask from your teacher, whichever person that really knows much more about what you want. Okay, so that is a very important point to take note of. Step 3, you have to expose yourself to more tutorial videos. So this will really help you in that it opens your mind to a variety of concepts. you discover that even if you've never seen a question before, but because you've watched quite a lot of videos, and your mind has gets to have that opportunity to open up and vibrate that same concept that you learned, and it becomes an opportunity for you to simply use that concept on another question. And usually like courses like physics and mathematics and chemistry, concepts work. It's just all about concepts. So when you know the concept, you know how it works, how to engineer that question, regardless of the question and how it is phrased and the language that is used. As long as you know the concept, it becomes simple and straightforward. So watch quite a lot of tutorial videos from different channels, different mentors, and of course this is your favorite, so you make sure that you check up on this channel, you see the videos that I post, so that your mind is capable of grasping quite a lot of concepts, and everything will become very easy for you. Step number 4 is the most important step of all. Guys, do you know what it is? You have to know your weakness. It is very important also to know your weakness in as much as you know your strength. So weakness, by weakness, what do I mean? I mean, which area of study are you limping? You are supposed to know the area of study that you are not comfortable with. For example, in physics, which topic do you feel you are not comfortable in chemistry? Which topic do you feel you are not comfortable? Those are the topics that you are supposed to go for. Make sure you go for those things that you know you are not that comfortable. Make sure that you study hard in those areas. You don't really have to go for, of course you have to go for what you know, so that you expand everything from there. But guess what? You are preparing for exams, so make sure that at least you find yourself tackling those areas of study that you are not really comfortable. Exams is all about comfortability. When you are comfortable, then of course it's gonna be okay. So that's just it. Step number 5, it's quite brilliant. You have to see yourself making it. Of course, you have to see yourself making it. So if I may ask you a question, in as much as you prepare for exams, do you see yourself passing? Of course, if you can't see it, you can't become it. Okay? Because it starts from, you have to believe that really what you're doing one day is going to pay you off. It's going to become productive. And it starts from here. So when you know you are going to make it, you are going to, of course, get that which you have been working for all this while, your labor, the fruits of your labor, then of course automatically, if you're able to see it, you get that motivation to study even the more. You get to see yourself doing that habit the more. You study the more, you visualize yourself making it the more, and of course everything becomes easy for you. So you have to see yourself making it from here. So everything starts from here. Thank God for the mind. It starts from here. You have to see yourself making it. If you can't see yourself making it, of course you won't make it. But if you see yourself making it, congratulations. Step number 6, you need to expose yourself to enough rest. Lack of rest brings about panic, and panic is what brings about failure. You have to make sure that you introduce yourself to enough rest. Make sure that you have enough rest, adequate rest. Make sure that your body really feels that strength to write the exam. You don't have to panic anymore, okay? You don't have to start panicking, or maybe you start looking at where you are coming from. Oh, I failed this test, I failed this what? No, those things don't matter. You may fail 1,000 tests, you may fail 1,000 exams, but that one day that you pass automatically will blush everything that has happened before in your life. Of course, guys, I want to encourage you. You don't have to give up. You don't have to give up now. Just follow the steps that I've given you. Make sure that you meditate on them. You go through, and trust me, you are going to make it with flying colors.